Subscribe to UrnanPlays to become a grandmother today.
But my thoughts on COVID-19, there's not much I can say that's already been said. Yeah, you can find it anywhere else. I think it's a good thing that we're in lockdown. Mainly because I'm getting furloughed, so I don't have to do any work, and I'm getting essentially the same amount of money. I'm not going to go into detail about that because I'm not going to. FBI, open up! But I'm getting at least the same amount of money as I was prior to the events. But I used to work in a lovely, well, I say lovely. I worked in a lovely country pub where I used to live. It was brilliant, that place. It was very different to where I work now, although I haven't worked where I work now for long because I was there for a few weeks before we went into another lockdown and we haven't been open since. Very different though. One place, and you can trust my opinion because I've studied restaurant fucking management. Oh wait, no I haven't, because even though it's part of my course, I haven't fucking done it. No, there's a lot of differences between the two places. One is independently owned, the other's part of a massive chain. That's a big difference in itself, to be honest. But other than that, the main differences are the management. Where I used to work, you had the boss, you had the boss's wife. It sounds like a fucking gaff, doesn't it? It was, but no. And then it was kind of family. It was family owned, so they could get away with anything they wanted. The staff weren't trained to a professional level. I was essentially the best staff member they had in terms of waiting on staff, and obviously because that's the only place I've worked other than the shop I used to work at. I love customer service, by the way. I'm quite good at it. So I was essentially the best waiter they had, and then I moved to this place, and it's completely different because they all. I'm not being big-headed when I say I was the best they had, because as I'm about to say, I moved to this place, and I'm essentially the worst that they've fucking got. I am, if you were to put all the staff in a list, I am near the bottom. Mainly for a couple of reasons, because I haven't found my footing yet. It's still different. It's also Italian, so, and obviously it doesn't help when they're Italian, so they know all the dishes off by heart. I don't know any of them. It really doesn't help. In addition to that, I have to wear a mask, which is awful. I hate that. You cannot do customer service properly with a mask on. It doesn't work. You cannot understand what people are saying. People cannot understand what I'm saying, and it turns into a game of, yeah, I'm just gonna get out your way as soon as possible because I've got a mask on. I'm just annoying you. Whereas where I used to work, I love chatting to people. If I had a mask on there, but I would have done exactly the same. I would have gotten out their way as fast as possible, because who wants to talk to someone with a mask on? Nobody. Nobody wants to talk to someone with a mask on. It's not nice. But yeah, they're very different places. It's a very different work environment. It's a lot more scary. I was terrified when I started my old job. I was terrified when I started this job, but the terror soon went away for the old job within a few weeks. Obviously, I'm quite a nervous person in general, so it stayed. I'm a very quiet person in social groups and at work. Not around customers though. It's a bit weird, isn't it? I'm perfect around strangers, but when it comes to friends, I just stand around awkwardly like, hi, yeah. But no, very different work environments, very scary. But yeah, again, COVID-19 has put a stop to that. I don't work there anymore. Well, I do work there anymore. I do work there, sorry. But yeah, who knows if I'm going to go back.